So I recently read a Facebook post by a lady who was asking a question: which year was your worst? The year that you would like to forget. And people started mentioning different years and the different experiences that have went through that made that year their worst year. What I was taken aback by how many people said 2020 is their worst year that they would like to forget. Guys, I mean, we are only 2 months into this year and already a lot of people are saying this is their worst year. What was even shocking was the kind of words they used to describe 2020. One lady said, "It is hell." And it really just dawned on me that there's a lot of people who are going through a hell experience. They're going through a hell experience in their finances, in their relationships, in their work, in their businesses, in their minds, in their health. People are going through a hell experience. They feel like they are in a constant state of turmoil and a constant state of anguish. And guys, it's only 2 months into the year. People are feeling like this year must just end. And what really, it made me sad. I think that's the first thing. It made me sad. But the second thing, it made me excited. And you might say, how is this guy excited when people are going through a hell experience? Well, it's because I went to Matthew 16 verses 18, and Christ speaks to his disciples and says, "Upon this revelation that I am Christ, I am building my church. A church so expansive with energy that not even the gates of hell shall prevail against it." I'm like, wow. Christ is positioning the church to take on whatever hell experience we might be going through. Christ is saying, through my church, I'm coming for you. If you're going through hell in your marriage, through my church, I'm coming for you. He says you might be going through financial hell, but through my church, I'm coming for you. And says, I'm coming for you, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against whatever it is that is trying to keep you in that hell experience, shall not prevail against my church. So I want to encourage you, if you are going through a hell experience, find a church close to you. Find a community of believers close to you, wherever you are. I'm not saying you must come to my church. I'm just saying find a church, a Christ-centered, a people-loving, a kingdom-expressing church close to you, and plant yourself in that church. Because Jesus is actually saying it is his church through which he is coming for you. And the gates of hell, the hell you are experiencing in your relationship, in your marriage, in your education, in your work, in your finances, whatever hell experience you are going through, Christ says the gates of that hell shall not prevail against that church. If the enemy manages to isolate us from the church, he keeps us trapped into hell experience. Find a church and belong to it. Find a community of believers and find your space. And let the church break that hell experience you find yourself in. I still believe in the church. I hope that you all too believe in the church.